Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the author, Andrew Snorton. You are joining me for a later edition of the Fast 15, which, as you're aware, each and every Wednesday, for about 15 minutes, we take time to kind of pause, check up, check in, enjoy an encouraging note, and then we close out with a couple of announcements and just a couple of words of encouragement. So usually we do it during the day, a little bit after 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I was actually traveling, so got back in town earlier. I am on tonight, so I want to give a shout to Just Felly for joining. Hope you're doing well. Six on Sofra, thank you for joining as well. So to stay connected with me, make sure to catch up with me on Facebook at the page Author Andrew Snorton. You may catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at AuthorASnorton. Make sure when you click on the link in the bio for Instagram, it puts you connected with my Linktree. So with Linktree, you're able to navigate through all the social media, the coffee brand, things along those lines. And if you have just general questions, things along those lines, you may hit me up at AuthorASnorton@gmail.com. So before we get into our word of the day or things along those lines, we always take a moment or two to encourage folks. And we know each and every day people are going through something. All of us are going through something, but there are some folks that are going through some real tough challenges. So if you or someone you know is going through the challenge of, physical health challenge, mental health, there's something going on at the job, something going on with your family, different family members, friends, or loved ones have transitioned, things along those lines, we are definitely extending a word of encouragement to you, and you have every right to feel some kind of way because life's challenges can be real difficult. They really can be. But by the same token, take the time you need to kind of pause, reboot, identify, look, if what's going on requires you to get professional help, get it. There's no shame in that. If what you're going through requires you to just kind of change your habits, change your routine, change the people that you're around, the environments that you're in, identify the positive things that can be done to help you to pause and pivot. So if you or someone you know is going through a challenging time right now, we hear you, we care about you, we want you to get through it, and you take the time you need to go ahead and pause and pivot and be open to constructive suggestions that people give because they want to see you pull through. There are more people that want to see you pull through than not, so don't think nobody cares. On the flip side, there are people who are doing extremely well. People have had safe travels, people celebrating a birthday, celebrating some type of accomplishment, professionally, community-wise, things along those lines. And we definitely want you to take time, to celebrate those things, especially when you know what you had to work through in order to get there. So if you're one of those people that is going through, a constructive, positive moment, take time to pause and reflect, feed off the positive energy, and, keep moving in a forward direction. But by the same token, let's not forget those who are going through some challenges. So we always try to take time before we get into, what we're going to touch base on briefly, to acknowledge people who are doing well, but acknowledge those who are not doing that great. So for today, we're going to pull from the current book quotes and notes, Something's on the Horizon. This is part think piece because the quotes are original quotes that I came up with the exception of one. But it's more than just the deep thoughts. It's the logic and rationale so you understand the context and the why behind it. And there's a space for you to go ahead and do your own journaling. So if you agree, if you disagree, if you want to go in a deeper direction, you want to go in a different direction, because we know what we put in our heads eventually is going to show up in some way, shape, or form. So I am looking at a quote from in here that I think may help speak to some people, and not just speaking to some people, but just me. So Maheen _Kohan _S, thank you so much for joining us today. So definitely want to give a shout, and let me go ahead and find something in here that hopefully will help someone, or just give people time to pause and think. So let's see of the quotes that are in there. And let's see what is going to work. Let's see what's going to work. I like this one because it's timely, and it's something I think to varying degrees we all do, but I think it's a good reminder to do so. So this is actually a quote from my grandmother, and it reads as follows. Take time to see about people. I like that one. Let me run that back one more time. Take time to see about people. And this means just check on people. It's that simple. If you're able to give somebody a call, you're able to give somebody a text or an email or a chat like we're doing right now, this is part of us taking time to check on each other. If you're able to do so in person, to grab, a light breakfast or lunch or happy hour or something, take time to check on folks. You'll be surprised the number of people who are walking around who feel like people don't care about them. People, don't even have them in their realm of consciousness. You never know how powerful a hello, how are you doing, how was your day? You never know how powerful those statements can be. And ask it in a genuine manner. And as they say, put yourself in someone else's shoes. If you're having a not so good day, how would you want people to engage with you? And use that as your guide. So we always try to check on and see about people at the beginning. But as a wise person told me, try to see as best as possible, check on folks before a problem even comes up or an issue actually comes up. You never know how powerful that can be. So I think that's the quote for the day and quote for any day. In a genuine manner, just check on people, ask how they are doing, and let them know you care about them. Like I said, there's too many people walking around feel like people don't care. So just it's okay. Check on people. So that's the quote that I think is timely for today or any day from Quotes and Notes. Something's on the horizon. So as we get ready to wind down and put everything together, just a couple of quick announcements and reminders. Many, many, many thanks to Bob's Bay Bookstore in Bloomington, Illinois. I had a fun time doing my book signing last Thursday, June 15th. Good to get back to where it all started. Many thanks to the amazing bookstore owner, staff, things along those lines. They're a great space and place for just about any author. So if you're in Bloomington, make sure to check them out. Many thanks to the amazing team that put together a very good Juneteenth event in Bloomington at Miller Park. So Tony Jones and his entire team, thank you so much for another good event and good experience. Many thanks on June 19th to the wonderful people of the Hunt For Foundation doing another amazing Juneteenth event. You guys rock, and you're doing some amazing work in Lincoln. And I'm really excited about the project that me and a couple folks are working on in February of 2024 to help support the Hunt For Foundation. I mean, we need to do it, plain and simple. So thank you to all those, opportunities, things along those lines. We'll have something in the works for July 1st. You gotta make sure you pay attention to the social media and the newsletter that'll be coming out in the next day or two. July 15th, Coffee Loft ATL. Join us for a great meet, greet, networking, conversation, coffee, the whole 9 yards. Looking forward to it. So shouts to the amazing people at Coffee Loft ATL. Shouts to amazing people at Fonte's Coffee for the coffee collaboration. We already have the light roast and the medium roast. It's available if you go to fontescoffee.com, click on special collections. Remember, if you have an order of 60 or more, it's free shipping. And make sure when you check out, there's 3 nonprofits that we're supporting. One nationwide, one that's Louisville based, one that's based where I am in Atlanta. The Atlanta based one is Alphas of Atlanta, who does some great work, not only through their Alpha Derby weekend, but through some other community-based endeavors. So make sure to check it out, and we'll be updating some of the stores, some of the venues where you can pick up a cup. But those are some of the things that are on the horizon between now and mid-July. Again, I'm thankful and grateful for everyone who really made my time in Central Illinois a good experience. Always good getting back to where everything started for me. Good spending time in Bloomington Normal, Lincoln. Of course, made the day trip up to Chicago. Hope to spend some extended time in Chicago, not too far down the road. But again, to everybody, everyone who's purchased a book, everyone who has come by and supported me at different festivals and events, and also supporting these great venues and other great people that give authors, like myself, some of these great opportunities. Thank you. And to everybody who takes time to watch, share, like, inbox, I tell you what, every little bit helps. So I appreciate each and every one of you. So as we get ready to wind down, again, to stay connected with me on Facebook, AuthorASnorton, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, AuthorASnorton. When you click on the link in the bio for my Instagram, you can connect with the link tree, and it goes through all the information, press and media, social media. Trying to think. There's a lot, so make sure to add me on the gram. Make sure to like and share. Shout out to the people that were able to join online. Samaheen _Kohan_S, thank you. Just Felly, thank you so much. Sixon Sofra, thank you very much for taking time to join. Keep doing the creative things that y'all are doing. So as we get ready to close out again, we just try to take 15 minutes. Hopefully, whether we periodically do this later at night or earlier in the day, it gives everybody a chance to kind of pause, check up, check in, slow down the moving parts. Hopefully, if the selection that we have from any of the books, audio books, as well as other reads that have been helpful to me, are helpful to each and every one of you. Remain encouraged, remain motivated. I'm going to take it easy tonight and get back to working on a few things for tomorrow. But as a reminder, as we get ready to close out, whether small or big, a victory is a victory, whether slow or swift, movement is movement. So keep it victorious, keep it moving. All of you, take very good care. Please be safe while you're out and about out there. I look forward to touching base with you real soon. Take care, y'all.